I just got out of my wisdom tooth thing, and this is what I look like. I got the gauze, and my mouth is so dry. I feel like it's sand. My lips look dry, but I put lip balm on and I can't feel it, and my chin is numb. My mom is at the bakery. I'm waiting in the car. It was weird because, like, they put you out and my eyes were closed and I was asleep, but I could hear everything, and I heard the cutting of the tooth and, like, the sewing, and, it's only the bottom two, but those drugs are pretty good, but they put the Novocaine. I'm so numb, I can't eat for 2 to 3 hours, and I really want an iced coffee. And my mom's gonna get me a piece of strawberry shortcake so I can eat it later. I got like mac and cheese and mashed potatoes at the house, but I look real drugged out. So cool. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe check in later, just post this because I thought it would be funny. And I literally watched all videos of other people after this, and I'm just like them. It's like really crazy. But it was better than I thought, and it was 45 minutes, but it felt like real fast. So, and I was in a room that had like Disney stuff all over the wall, and they had little like puffy little animals of like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker, and I think they had a couple other people that I'm not as familiar with. Within the pictures on the wall were like of Disneyland and princesses and Winnie the Pooh, so that was nice. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay. This is how I sound. I'm definitely still on drugs. But it's numb, my mouth is numb, my chin is numb. But it's starting to hurt a little, so the painkillers have to come soon. My mouth is so dry, I need water. I've been home for 3 hours and I slept a lot, but I had to change the gauze, and I did, and there was so much blood. It was gross. It was like scary how much, and it hurts so bad now. My lips are still numb and like here, but it hurts so much. And they only gave me ibuprofen because I said no to the narcotic. But I need my mom to go get it because I'm in so much pain. It hurts so bad. Oh my god. I could barely even swallow the Motrin because I can't feel this part of my mouth. I thought I was gonna be okay because I felt kind of okay after, but it hurts so much. I don't even know how to eat, and you can't use a straw, so I don't know what to do. I'm so hungry now, but I just can't eat because of gauze, and because I just can't, I don't know, it just really hurts a lot. It's like radiating pain. This is gonna be really hard to watch back when I feel better. But I wanted to just post it because I thought people would want to know how it was. And like, I didn't look this up before I went because I didn't want to be more anxious. And if I did, I definitely would be. So I feel like this is more for people who already had it done, not people who are gonna get it done, you know. Okay, the cat's doing something. Hang on. Birdie, come here. Birdie. So the gauze is out of my mouth and it's not actively bleeding for once. My mom got me a culotta, but I couldn't drink it. I had to use a spoon because I couldn't open my mouth enough to drink it. And now I have mashed potatoes, Bob Evans, sour cream, and chives. I can eat them, but I'm in so much pain. I took pain medicine, the Motrin, but the office was closed, so they couldn't get me the narcotics, so they gave me Tylenol with codeine, but it's gonna make me sleep, and I won't be able to eat, and it's gonna upset my stomach, so I'm gonna eat, and then take the antibiotic, and then I'm just gonna take the codeine one before I go to sleep later. I'm just so hungry. I eat, and I had some more applesauce. I can talk a little bit more, but I'm still in a lot of pain. My Bert's here cuddling with me, right, Birdie? Say hi. He's still healing too, so we're both healing together. We're just watching Charmed because what could be better? We have Charmed on, and we have Bert giving himself a bath after a bunch of treats. He's been such a good boy. We missed Sunbug. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. I got home from the thing at 1:30. I feel a lot better. Like, the drugs wore off. My head feels clear. My eyes are wide open. I can move around more. My mouth really hurts. I can't even remember what I said earlier, to be honest. So I have more of the ibuprofen. That's like really high dose, which I'm gonna take in an hour because that'll have been 6 hours. And then at midnight, I'm gonna take the antibiotic and the codeine with the Tylenol on it because I can take that with the Motrin, and that'll probably help me to sleep. And I don't know if you can tell when I look straight ahead, this side's more swollen than this side. It feels like this side doesn't have stitches in it. I think he might have told me, and I just don't remember, that this side maybe he could just pulled out because the teeth were already above the skin. They were impacted, so this side I think doesn't. I was just interrupted, so I don't remember what I was saying. I think I said that you could see that the left side is more swollen and the right side isn't. This one feels like he just pulled the tooth out, and it's like I don't feel a stitch. Like it was just a pulled tooth, and this one he stitched up. And this is the one. Did I say that I had a nerve issue over here? That like this is why I went in the first place, to get them removed. I was just gonna let them grow in. But this one was hurting me a lot, and then this one hurt because I was chewing on this side. But this one hurt a lot when I did the x-ray. He said I have a nerve that's really close to the root and it could be damaged, so maybe that's why I took more like care on this side and like went under the skin or something. I'm hoping the top ones are fine because when my sister got her top wisdom teeth out, she had a gap in her front teeth, and I really don't want that. So before I had braces as a teenager, my teeth were really spaced apart. So I hope that if the top ones come in, it'll just hold my teeth in place and there's enough room. The dentist or the oral surgeon said I might need to get the top ones out, but I just didn't want to do it all at once because I don't want to worry about that too. So I think all the drugs were off. I think I said this already. My head's pretty clear. It's just the pain over here is really, really, really bad, and I can't open my mouth all the way, and I'm afraid it's going to start bleeding or something. So soft foods, and I feel like the swelling on this side is going to continue. So just wanted to give you an update of me not sounding like an absolute insane person. Okay, so it's dark in my room. I don't feel like turning the light on, so I'm gonna end this vlog. I think today I might update you tomorrow. Depends on like what the difference is. I'm actually feeling pretty good in like
my head. I'm wide awake, even though I took 2 codeine Tylenols thinking that would help me sleep, but probably won't. My jaw is really hurting, so I'm holding ice on it, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. I was able to brush my teeth, but it was painful and hard to do. I had to use a soft toothbrush because my normal one vibrates, and it was way too intense because like my whole lower like teeth hurt. What else? Bert is still recovering from his surgeries, so even though today technically is 2 weeks and he can be out and about, we have my uncle coming to do some work on the house tomorrow. I don't want him getting hurt or anything, so I'm gonna keep him in until my uncle leaves tomorrow, and then Jimmy's coming over on 2 days later, and he's gonna stay over and help take care of me while I'm still puffy and sore and eating baby food. What else did I want to share? Can't remember now, but if there's any questions you have about this, my experience with it and everything, then let me know in a comment because I'd be happy to answer. I already know, like I said earlier, my left side's going to be more swollen than the right, just because of the stitching, and I had the nerve issue over there, and that whole side hurts just a lot more. It's already more puffy, so the puffiness apparently only gets worse for the next 2 to 3 days, so that'll be fun. But I'm glad I only got the 2 out, because it would be way worse if I got all 4, especially with this nerve pain that kind of goes with it. So I don't, obviously he didn't hit the nerve, or I wouldn't be able to feel the side of my face, but he, like, of course the inflammation is going to irritate that. So yeah, I got all my meds, and hopefully these will help. I definitely noticed when the Motrin wore off earlier that the pain came shooting back, so I do really have to stay on top of it and like take it like right before the time, or else it wears off. And I know everyone's experience with this is so different. Like, I've had friends and my boyfriend and my sister all tell me their situation, and like it's just so different for everyone. Like, my boyfriend went back to work the next day, my sister was on the couch for a couple of days, my friend said she was out of it for a couple of days, and it depends if you get the laughing gas or local anesthesia or general anesthesia, or I got IV sedation, and you know, if you're out before you get the sedation and the whole thing, and like what painkillers they give you. I'm pretty sensitive, so I didn't want Vicodin, but that's what they give to a lot of people, and like that'll usually keep you more out of it than like what they're giving me. So yeah, I do notice that when I move around too much or like bend over to pick something up, I feel like blood is coming out of my mouth. So like I said, gross, but feels like I'm having my period in my mouth. And I know it's gross, but I've had multiple people reach out to me when I said that on Instagram and say that they totally agree. I'm glad I ate. I'm glad I had an appetite to eat. I'll probably be having iced coffee in the morning because I don't think hot liquids are probably the way to go. And we'll see if I'm going to keep you updated. Probably just maybe tomorrow, and then that's it. I don't know if I'm going to go for day 3. We'll see how I feel, and if there's an update and I don't film, I'll just add it in like a little text thing at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Black Lives Matter. Make sure you're still aware of that, and learning and doing everything that you can do to make a difference and make a change, even though a lot of people's timelines are back to normal. I know I'm back to my normal content, but on Instagram I do still try to share as much information as I possibly can, and I can't tell you how many petitions I've signed, and I hope you have too. So I just wanted to throw that out there at the end, and also make sure you're registered to vote because, well, I hope you already know why. So okay, so it's 4 p.m. the next day. I didn't fall asleep till after 6 a.m. I was literally wide awake all night long. I just literally could not sleep at all. I was wide awake, like not like, oh, I'm drifting off. Like, I could not sleep a second, and it wasn't my cat. Like, Bert slept on my pillow most of the night, and like I just couldn't fall asleep. I fell asleep probably around 8 a.m. I woke up, like got up and like took my medicine and pills and stuff, and then I finally was able to go to sleep, and I woke up around 2:30, so I did get some sleep, but now of course I won't be able to sleep tonight, which is amazing. My mouth really hurts. This side really isn't that bad. Like I said yesterday, you can see that this side's way more swollen. Right? You can see that. This side is the one that was just easy probably to pull out, and this is the one that's like has stitches and stuff, and this one really, really hurts. So this morning I rinsed with warm salt water, which I was told to do, and brushed. I had like a baby toothbrush that was like really soft instead of my normal like vibrating one. Trying to think about what to eat for lunch. Probably I got this frozen thing from Trader Joe's. I might have that. My mom's getting more mashed potatoes at the store. And then tomorrow we're actually having my sister's boyfriend's coming over for dinner, and my boyfriend's gonna be here, so that'll be nice because they haven't really hung out. But other than that, I'm gonna try to get some work done today. It's hard to focus when you're in pain, but I'm gonna try to get some work done because I'm like already behind. So yeah, I think maybe this will be the last time I catch up. Maybe not. We will see.